I'll catch you. Get back here. I'm coming for you.
I don't talk to cops. No, get out of my car. You get out of my car. You get out of my car.
Now, you are under arrest.
I don't want to make money. I just want to play.
Show your share, Pride and girl, okay? And don't you forget the name.
Okay.
Okay.
For forgetting your name so many times, I'll let it slide.
What do you mean you let it slide? I'm not giving you the option to not let it slide here.
All right.
I'm an Irishman. I swear to God, Carolina shouldn't be doing this. What's my name? Say my name. Say my name.
I hear a cat. Hi, little kitty baby. How do I pet it? F1?
What do you think?
My eye's my most recognizable feature.
Oh man, you know, I mean, they're piercing, they're nice. I like them. I kind of like the artwork on your body, man. I mean, you're a specimen.
Thank you.
It's like, what is it, 8 a.m. for you now?
It's 9 a.m.
Well, fair play to you for getting on this early.
You know, you gotta pay the bill somehow.
Wait, what you mean by that?
This is my job.
It's your job too?
Yeah. You one of those guys that plays video games for a living?
I'm one of those guys that plays video games for a living as well, my man.
Me too.
Too late.
There's two of us, by.
How are we gonna do that? One of you friends?
Yeah. We want to be friends.
Do we? Nope. All right, drop your bag. Drop it. Drop the bag right now. Drop it.
Oh no! He fell over!
Please welcome the host of Roleplay Legends, MrGibbon.
Hello. First of all, thank you all so much for coming here today. My name is MrGibbon, and I've been creating content to Twitch for 4 years. I don't know if any of you guys have TikTok here or back home. You probably do, but maybe you have seen some content with DayZ or Tarkov, or of course today it's going to be GTAV. I am joined here with friends from all over the world, especially in Ireland, the UK, and back in America. And we're going to be talking about where roleplay has brought us here today and how friendships can be brought together. So please give a round of applause for everyone that's coming on. We first have Boss Merchant. We have Greenwood. And we have Ash, Fan, Chocolate Bars, and Esmond. Welcome.
Okay. Are you sitting here?
Do you want to sit there? You can if you want.
Wait, where do I sit?
No. Now we're just going to go up here and have like fun with one another and just try and get to know what between ourselves and yourselves. And I mean, look, if any of you have any questions, but please just throw them into the chat and just let us know. So yeah.
Throw them.
Here we go. How are we? Are we good?
Hello.
Hey, thanks, yeah.
Hi.
Amazing. Hello. Good to be here. How's everybody?
Are we good? Good.
Yay!
Amazing. It's absolutely wild though, because we've been talking about this for months now, and now we're finally here in Rotterdam. It's crazy. Absolutely nuts. So, we'll start with the first question. How did you all get into roleplay? I mean, you can, whoever, throw your answers in.
Well, I'm pretty new to it. I got into it since the last TwitchCon. I was hanging out a lot with my friend Anthony Z, who's super into GTA roleplay. And he was like, oh, there's this new thing coming out, 4.0. You should really try it out. And I was like, all right, fuck it. I mean,
No, we're allowed to swear at us.
I'm only kidding. You're fine.
I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll try it. And then I just got absolutely addicted and have been addicted for 6 months, minus this past month. I kind of like tapered out a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Janet, how did you say?
Shout out to Foozly. She got me into GTARP. She plays April Foos. And she saved a character named January Foos. And so I play her as the youngest sister. And it's been really helpful to play as someone who's already established, like as a sister. So I got through the city very easily. And I started in January.
Welcome.
Thank you.
How I got started in roleplay. So I played on the offline TV Rust server in 2020. Oh wait, no, actually no. I started before this. So I played 2.0, but only for like a week or two. I played 2.0, and I played another character named Ali. So Ali was a Persian immigrant to America who wanted to live out the American dream. So I'd go and I'd do the accent, whatever, and I only did it for like 2 weeks, whatever, and I was like, okay, cool, that was it, and I moved on. So I didn't really touch it again until 3.0 came out. It was Rust. I made Cornwood in Rust, and then that's how I got to know Coil. And then Coil, he whitelisted me for 3.0, whatever, and that's how I really got into it. So I played Ali again, and that's at the beginning of 3.0 was whenever I met Bosch, actually, on Ali. So that was with Anto Murphy, and again, Ali, I was like, man, I'm not really feeling it. I want to do something else. Chat was like, hey, you should play Cletus Cornwood, who I came up with whenever I was playing Rust. And then, yeah, the rest is kind of history. That's been my main, so.
I mean, I've seen you like on World of Warcraft roleplay as well. And
yeah, I've done some RP stuff with WoW, yeah.
You just like typing down your roleplay shenanigans.
I mean,
I tried doing that and I couldn't.
Yeah, I did, that's more self-insert, I would say. Yeah, that's just me being me. That's I'm a paladin in real life, and that's how things work.
Let's go.
Yeah, for me it was more. It just kind of happened. It started as me trying out the game DayZ, and I just kind of naturally started doing. I call it like a soft RP. Where I was still being myself, would still introduce myself as myself, but I would go in survival mode and kind of get other people to play along that weren't anticipating.
Softcore role-playing.
Softcore role-playing, yeah.
But now we're hardcore role-playing.
We're getting there. You got to ease into it.
Are we starting to the
But you settle down. You settle down. But no, and then the videos started going viral, and I'm like, people like this, and I was like, and it's kind of fun. So I that's when I started to dip into specific GTA and things made for RP, and it's been fun here and there.
Yeah, it's
you look really cool, like the mustache and the boots.
Thank
you.
you.
Oh my God,
I appreciate it.
He didn't just wake up like that. That took
you don't know that.
This is what your character looks like to DJ as well.
Just sat out back, sorting out this mustache for half an hour.
It's okay.
They're all like cornering you right now. No, but what you were saying there, like you started off with DayZ, and it's mad because it's not just GTA that has roleplay. I mean, there's Rust, there's DayZ, and I mean, I tried to roleplay in Escape from Tarkov as well. And I mean, that kind of went a different way, but still, I like to bring roleplay everywhere else. And I mean, it's great that you're all dabbling back into GTA, but it's funny that you started there with DayZ.
Well, that's the thing. For me personally, I'm the bottom fragger in any FPS game I play, so I had no other option but to play roleplay because I'm just a brutal gamer. So I had to have something. So I guess my community said, like, try roleplay because your personality is all you have, and I don't even know if that's anything. To be honest with you.
No, that's the thing.
But
you have so many accents, you have so many characters to roleplay.
Well, I used to. So when I first started, when I was a variety streamer for a year before I went into roleplay, I used to actually cosplay characters on my channel. So it was something I naturally did and do whatever game I play. It's not just GTA. I try to just interact with people and try and build some sort of mini story and get some content out of that. And I think that's why we're here as well, to discuss. It's not just GTA, it's all games where, interaction with people is just so important, and communication and how it can further and develop content. Just saying yes to whatever's presented in front of you and trusting who is presenting it to you, and it's a back and forth,
Amazing.
I mean, that's pretty much how I got started. So one of my friends came over and he's like, I was streaming like Minecraft, or when I started streaming, and he's like, try out GTA. And I was like, all right. So I tried out a public server. That's interesting. It's definitely not the role play I was expecting, but then the 1985 server came about, and that's when I first met you.
Yeah.
Bumped into Ash, and pretty much I just said yes. Any opportunity that came up, it was like, yes, I'm part of it. We ended up doing all sorts, and it just went from there. So that's now all my channel is, role play. People love it.
That was a funny thing, because like you have your character's old, and you didn't have your camera. And I genuinely thought you were an old person.
So many people are like, you're British?
Well, yeah, when I found out you were British, it blew my mind.
It was just
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You're not an old man sat behind a desk? It's like, no, I'm 28.
But we'll show you a clip now of the time when I was on GTA and we bumped into Chucky the doll. So here we go.
Cool.
What the?
Chucky's chasing my car. Oh.
Let me get out and talk with him.
Gotta get out, he's gonna shank you.
I'm Officer Jerry.
Oh, Jerry!
Chucky, calm down, boy. Calm yourself.
That's a warning shot. What are you doing, Chucky? What are you doing back there?
Chucky, put that. Oh, Jesus. Chucky for. We got Chucky on the loose. He just burnt our car down. I repeat, Chucky just burnt our car down. I'm very confused as to what's happening today, Rick.
Oh, he's coming back.
Chucky, put the knife down for the love of God. Please, Chucky. No. Chucky. Jesus Christ almighty. Shots fired on Chucky. I repeat, shots fired.
Go get that little shit.
I've got eyes on Chucky.
Server stops.
But he's so cute.
I think that's actually Shots who was playing Chucky, and it's just classic NBL from him. You know, standard NBL from Shots. To be honest with you,
there was Chucky, there was Scream, there was Jason, there was Michael Myers, or someone. He was great.
I saw Zoil yesterday. I'll let him know.
There you go.
Oh my god.
That was a fun week.
It was great. I mean,
every day.
that's what I love about the roleplay, because they always have these like scenarios going on around like Christmas time or Halloween or something.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna. What server was that on?
I think it was
Prodigy.
Prodigy?
Oh yeah, that was Prodigy. That's Prodigy.
Okay.
It was like the week of Halloween. Like each day.
Oh, I
It
love
was like
that.
Chucky,
That's so
I saw
cute.
Pennywise one day, and they kind of switched it up each day.
You think No Pixel are giving Shots an admin panel? Is it
I wish that happened in No Pixel.
No Pixel. Come on. What are you doing?
That sounds fun.
Oh, definitely.
Dude, I wish I had an admin panel.
Prodigy.
I'd be a nightmare.
Threw me off.
There you go. There's an idea for you.
One of my favorite things about RP is when role players do like the little +1 noises, like when you got tasered, you're like, oh.
You have to, but it's so awkward when the camera's on, because it's like they can see you like.
I don't know if any of you guys have ever done this, but I have carried that noise over to every game I play. Even if it's an FPS game and I get shot in a team deathmatch, I'll go.
Yeah.
Like,
always do
like,
it.
Just
jump
do the
too far and like take fall damage and be like, oh.
Mine's like choking and coughing anytime I'm hurt in any game. And it never makes sense.
That's roleplay for
I just roleplay in real life now.
I like how everyone has a different like hurt noise.
Yeah.
Everyone has their unique little twist. Like
Yeah.
you have so many. You've loads. So, when did you all start role-playing? Because I know like role-play has been around for years and years and years. But I feel like over the last 3-4 years, it's really blown up. So were you part of that, or did you start before, or?
I personally have probably been role-playing about 4.5, 5 years.
Yeah.
I got into GTA was the first thing I got into around 2.0, mid 2.0. If anyone's familiar with No Pixel, basically there's been iterations of updates and they've been referred to as 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, now we're in 4.0. The big update is obviously a new number. So I've been around for a good few years, and I was just fortunate that I fell into a good group of guys who kind of took me under their wing, and I've just had a lot of fun, and that's what kind of kept me involved, you know, that fun camaraderie with people in the city that kind of gets you wanting to go back and play more. So yeah, I've been probably role-playing too long at this stage.
Oh, not at all. You're just starting.
Mine's about 3 years, but it's only been about a year since my channel really started getting the attention. So, what was I saying? That was when I joined Ignite. And obviously, I think just through interacting with you and Ash and others, I really give the channel some exposure.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it's just grown. So I've just kept with it.
Good.
Fantastic.
Good.
Yeah, for me, like I said, just the way I naturally play games was kind of like a soft RP, and that probably started all the way back when I was still playing Escape from Tarkov, maybe 3 years ago. And then switching over to more RP stuff is somewhat recent. I think within the last year and a half is where I started purposely doing it more and stuff.
Oh.
So pretty recent, actually.
I actually roleplayed for like 6 months, like these past 6 months, but like you said with the soft roleplay, I roleplayed with NPCs a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm
really
talking
like
about.
Roleplay with NPCs.
You get into it.
Yeah.
Like the locals?
Yeah, no, not
I was wondering. I was like, were you just talking to a robot?
Any game,
Yeah.
you talk to them like they can hear you.
Yeah.
It makes it so fun.
I loved playing specifically Red Dead Redemption 2. And I would just like go around and like kidnap women and then like
What?
strap them up to my horse.
Why just
Because
women?
they look so scared.
What about men?
Hold
Like,
on.
why just women?
Why just women?
Because I was like role playing to be a misogynist, I guess. I don't know.
Getting
I was
character.
role playing. Come on.
+1, +1.
Yes, +1.
What was the question?
How long have you been role playing?
Oh, I started in January. And I did dabble before in the OTV Rust server. I would role play it as like this dude that got really high and I sold weed to people. And I was like,
Nice.
yo, you want some? But yeah, it's been fun. I'm really new. Like,
Well,
super
welcome.
new.
Welcome to us.
Thank you. It's addicting.
I've been role playing that I'm good at games for like my whole life. So, I started with I started streaming RP. Yeah, it was 2.0 barely. Like it almost didn't even count. Like I really started in 3.0. But yeah, 2.0 was like literally 2 weeks, and then 3.0 like I did it for like probably close to a year total, because I was like. I was on for a bunch of months, and then I left, and then I came back for a little bit, and then I was like back and forth for a little bit for like that first year, so close to a year total, I'd say.
Wow.
Yeah, 3.0. Well, and then recently like another, so yeah, like actual time like 2 years almost, like a year and a half.
I must be the oldest one here then. I've been at it for 11 years.
11?
Yeah. No, I wasn't streaming or anything at all like that. So when I would skip school and everything just to play with my friends at home. I would be on DayZ RP when the servers were like 200 people capped. And I was like 17, 16 years of age trying to be who I'm still role-playing on that server now, but I was a press news reporter. And I had no idea how to be a press or news reporter because I was so like, I didn't know what to do. So I just went around and created friendships and stuff, and I would upload these YouTubes, and I would get like maybe 5, 10 viewers. And I would get like a few subscribers. I thought it was amazing. But that was 10, 11 years ago. And then
everyone in the server is probably like, oh no, that kid's on again. Hi guys, can I get an interview?
the thing is, like, they actually are like, wait, were you there 10 years ago? Because I just joined the server back 2 weeks ago. And they're like, were you Gibbon from that time? And I was like, yeah. And they're like,
whoa.
We thought we banned you.
What
are you doing back?
It's crazy. No, but actually, funny, they did ban me.
Nice.
It's a different story.
How long
We got time.
have you been streaming for or creating content?
It's 4 years, 2 weeks ago.
Oh my god.
So it's wild. I mean, but the thing is, I didn't get into roleplay with streaming until I think 2 years ago.
Okay.
Because I was like, am I going to be too cringe doing it? Being honest, because I was like, I haven't seen any Irish streamers.
I think that's the general perception out there before you kind of dive into roleplay. It's like, why are these people role playing in a computer game? Did you guys find that? Because before I started role playing, I really didn't have any idea of it, and I would think, why would you role play in a video game? And then you just kind of fall into it, and you realize it's kind of like online acting in a sense, and people who don't get it, who haven't seen it, who haven't watched roleplay, don't really understand it till you actually throw yourself into it,
There's a lot of improv.
Yeah.
Like it is just.
Oh, it is all improv. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. I mean, you put on a.
No, I never felt that way myself because I've always been like a theater kid ever since I was young. So I've always been super into all that.
So you fit right in.
Yeah.
Fair play.
I was a roleplay hater. Before,
really?
yeah. I would like make fun of Blau, like another streamer. I'd be like, ew, like you're so cringe, stop role playing.
Well, that's always what you see.
Yeah,
when
like
you
I would
first see
always
them.
hate on him, and now look at me. It's embarrassing.
I think that's what happens for a lot of people is like it's that initial thought of like, oh, you're acting like you're somebody else in a video game. It's like, I'm gonna be honest, it's almost more weird to do it the other way. Like, if I'm doing GTA online, and I'm not like playing a character when I'm walking around like playing with other people and I'm playing as myself, I feel like that's weird.
Playing with yourself?
Oh, playing as myself. That's it. With myself.
I was like, whoa.
That's for my other channel. So. Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel. I think it's weird if I was to like play as myself as opposed to like be this character that I made up. Yeah.
Great. Well, we have a very, very funny clip of yourself, Bosch, when you were trying to be an Irish detective inside the court. So we'll have a look at that now.
How's she cutting down, Judge? You all right?
May need a translator here.
Mr. K is actually very familiar with my local dialect. Under normal circumstances, I'd stab this man in the head in the pursuit of justice in the American way. You know, I'm willing to let this slide.
He said usually he'd be upset with someone stabbing his mother, but because I'm such a handsome man, he'll let it go.
McCree.
Murphy played among the others, Judge.
What do you have in relation to this case?
Well, it's a great thing you asked that now. In the 7 days I've been riding with this man, they'll ride alongs with me, and then there was many in the situation, and then there's very hairy bollocks.
Your Honor, I believe he's rode in the car multiple times with Carmine here, and he's had to gargle his balls, which happen to be very hairy balls, multiple times.
That is not fucking true.
Do you speak Irish? I don't think so.
Yeah.
You said the lawyer made an offer to you. What was that offer?
Well, to be honest with you, Judge, now, the offer was Carmine's mum. She's already all familiar down the streets of Kerry and Tralee. She's been down the corner now 7 times. She's like the village bicycle levels ever good, but I didn't know it all at the same time.
This guy's making no fucking sense relevant.
He's asking me the question. This is defending him. Defending him. This is your fucking
There is no way a fucking guy, anybody could translate whatever the fuck this
Oh, really? I'm about to do it right now.
Who do you suggest should be the translator then?
Anybody else speak this guy's language? I don't think so.
English speaks good.
Listen, I know what I'm saying. Look it, heads ahead of what the fuck he... See, I know what he's saying.
That's disgusting. Throw him out, Judge. Throw him out.
We out here with the fucking
It's defamation, right? Bang out order now, that is all together. Bang out order. Give manners to Lottie. Your language, your language.
Where's his fucking degree to be a translator?
It's just like your mom doesn't have a degree in my cock, but she's very familiar with it, you know? She's very familiar with my cock. I think it's going pretty well, to be honest. I think we've got them by the balls, Carmine.
Oh my god.
That is hilarious.
Just before you're not meant to understand what that character is saying, and that's the whole humor of the character. I roleplay as a deep Southern Irish guy with a Kerry accent, and the humor is basically they don't really understand what he's saying.
But that's what happens, because when any Irish streamer or content creator goes into roleplay, right now this isn't really my accent. I have to be a little bit more lenient for all of you, but if I get into it, no one can understand me, and then everyone just goes around like, what the fuck is he saying? So it's like, I don't know. But I feel like that's what it is for a lot of us.
Well, what made that scene, to be honest, is the guy who was translating for me. That was actually a second character I was playing, who was actually not a lawyer. He was actually up for whatever. But with roleplay, I find there's trust involved, and your best roleplay is with people that you know and trust that they'll take what you give. Yeah. They'll lead with it and go past. So I would know Mr. K because I'm on my other character. I would play with him a lot, and then the other guys, Carmine, who was the cop. Again, a lot of role play, trust in it, and that was just a scene of people who understand role play and just ran with it, and that's what makes the best situations and scenarios.
And would you say that you all started with GTA on Twitch with roleplay, or did you start a different game? Was this what got you into roleplay essentially on Twitch?
In terms of just me personally, though.
No, just on Twitch. What made you say, "Oh, hey, let's"?
My community.
Yeah.
I used to play Variety. My community just said, "Simon, you're terrible at games. Just do something where you can at least be a personality or something, because this isn't working." But they kind of pushed me into GTA because they thought I would be okay at it.
Wow. And yourselves?
Yeah, it was GTA for me from the get-go. And I think once you start getting involved in storylines and meeting everyone's characters, you just get hooked. It is so addicting. It's just non-stop.
Wow.
Yeah, for me, it was probably partly DayZ. And then everyone was like, oh, why not give GTA a try? And I was like, well, all right. And so that's where I went from there.
For me, yeah, GTA as well. Yeah. But I think, sorry, I don't really remember the question, but I'll just talk about this anyway. I think what got me into it was the people streaming it, my friends, Anthony Z specifically. But then what got me to stay were all the great people that I met and was so lucky to meet during my first week or so. They really helped me stick around and really made me feel most comfortable on the server and stuff. So it's definitely just people.
I think first impressions in GTRP is really important as a new player because I have some friends who joined and it just didn't go so
They
well.
didn't have like the guidance.
They never woke up again.
It is like that though,
It
because
is.
I technically did try it for like 2 days, 2-3 years ago, and I was like,
I did the same.
it's not for me.
Yeah, I
You
did
know.
the
So
same.
when everyone was like, "Oh, try it again," I was like, "Eh," and then I had a lot more fun. You know, obviously the second time around.
Yeah, so my friends got me into it, and the people in Los Santos kept me in it.
Good,
So, yeah.
good.
Yeah, I think, so you guys touched on a really good point. And it's, like every time, so I quit in 3.0 because like I had like a million things going on. And I was Burning Crusade came out. I was a big WoW guy, classic WoW guy. And I quit for Burning Crusade, really. And the one thing that made me like miss roleplay more than anything is the people that I roleplayed with regularly. And just the general, like, I miss the atmosphere of being on a server where, oh, there's stuff happening and there's storylines developing. And, like, I mean, those guys were asking all the time, like, dude, you got to come back. You got to come back. And it's like, I want to. Like, I actually want to, but I also want to do this other thing. And that was played Burning Crusade. And, yeah, it's always about the people.
It's always about the people.
Everything is always about the people. So, and I like in 4.0, unfortunately, like I don't have a lot of those same people that I played with in 3.0, but I have some of them, which has been cool. But I've also made a lot of new friends in 4.0, like because I'm main PD and there's like a lot of new cops, like people started playing late 3.0 that I didn't interact with and whatnot. So making a lot of those friends now, and it's just been cool. I mean, it's always going to be more of the same, right? Like you're going to meet people that are cool, and that's really what's going to make you like stay connected in any sort of community that you're part of, any sort of gaming community, I think.
And that's why we're here now, because like we're bringing friends together and just talking about our experiences. And I mean, look, that's the thing with roleplay, because there's always new circle of friends coming into the area, whether it's going to be GTA or DayZ or whatever. You know, that's great.
I think with roleplay as well, whatever game you're playing, roleplay is a kind of special community in the sense that it's so inclusive. You know, you could be playing with somebody else and then somebody else and get involved in stories with different people. I mean, in other kind of game genres, you don't kind of get that ability to kind of form a relationship or a bond with those people because you're either on a team or you're shooting them. And you don't really get that level of interaction.
Yeah.
So I think like when you play on roleplay servers, be it like DayZ, GTA, Red Dead, you're always going to get that level of interaction, which is going to like, you know, bring you back, because ultimately we all want to be included as human beings. You know, we want to be included, be a part of something, be it as a viewer, a player, a community member. And I think roleplay over everything else that I've ever played has that kind of ability to draw you back because you feel that inclusion, you know?
Of course. I mean, I've made lifelong friends now for roleplay, and no matter where I'm at, it's always the same people that want to come roleplay with you. And it does. You get stuck with it. And that's it.
Yeah, that's the way. Well, we actually, I saw this clip there earlier on of Chocovars yourself at the traffic stop. It's hilarious. So we have it here for you.
Hello, Ossifer! Can you go out more, not like that.
Like move?
Keep going.
Okay.
Like just keep going.
Can I go? Oh. Okay.
Like park on the curb? Not yet. Well, can you go a little bit further? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Do you have any idea why we may have stopped you today, ma'am?
Did you pull me over because you love this car? Like, isn't it so adorable? I just got it. I'm still learning. It's, you know, I do understand it does get a little speedy sometimes. I'm trying my best.
A little? January?
Yes.
You were going 117 miles an hour.
I thought that said 17, not 117.
Oh, really? You really thought you were going 17 miles an hour,
Yeah,
January?
I was wondering.
Oh, come on.
Okay, I'm really sorry, Ossifer. Please don't give me a ticket. It'll be my first ticket, and
second
I'll cry, and then my parents are gonna be so mad at me.
Deb,
Please. I promise I won't.
This is usually how it goes.
No. Okay.
Usually they lie, right?
Okay, yes.
And then they cry.
Oh no.
And then depending on who the person is, then they goodbye. That means they drive away.
I won't drive
I don't
away.
think January.
I'll be a good girl.
I'll take into consideration that this is your first time,
Okay.
like within the 2 days driving the car. Just be very careful with speeding.
Are you giving her a ticket?
No, I'm just gonna put there that that she got a verbal warning.
Can you also write in a bracket that January's very sorry?
Yes.
Yeah, another bracket saying she didn't mean it as well.
Yes.
And then another one that says she's just a baby.
Well, I think we're good to go. You can leave when your lights are off, ma'am.
Goodbye, January.
Goodbye! I'm so sorry I got pulled over. I'm gonna go. I'm coming now. I'm on my way. Bye, officers!
See you soon.
Oh, yes! Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Can I be let off again?
Were you about to get pulled over again?
Yes. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh! I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm going legally.
Oh, that's excellent. That was so good. That's what it's like. But so, like, what inspired your characters then on roleplay then? I mean, because they're very unique.
I mean, based off of April Foods is like a narcissistic, bossy, bad bitch girl. Sorry for swearing. And so as a younger sister, I made her more entitled, bratty, like used to getting what she wants, that kind of attitude. And it's been really fun playing as that character. I love annoying you.
I think it's great. Yeah, I love that stuff. For me, I guess, are we going around saying this?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Like I don't know, I felt like cued to talk about it. So, my Cletus Cornwood is a self-insert, 100%. No, I basically how I came up with Cornwood was I tried to take every like 40, 50, 60-year-old Texas high school football coach sort of personality trait that I did. So those of you guys who don't know, I was very involved in football growing up. I was going to be a football coach. I worked in college football all before I started streaming. So I have this like sort of experience, and I also grew up in Texas. So I was like, I need to take all these stereotypes and just turn it into this one person and then make him into a cop. And so that's how I came up with Cornwood.
It's a great combination right there. And
for me, I would actually base my character off of Extra Emily, and I asked her beforehand. I was like, "Are you gonna try roleplay?" She's like, "Probably not." And I was like, "In that case, can I play you?" And so I based my entire persona around her. My character name was Emily as well. And then 4.0 happened, and she was like, "Fuck, I kind of want to try it now." And then so I kind of pivoted away from her while retaining some of those same personality traits, such as like, I think my character, I named her Fanny. She's kind of ditzy. She's she's overly positive when you're not supposed to be positive. She's like, "Hi, hey guys," super fucking annoying. Like I would not like her in real life, but
your audience loves her, which is great.
Yeah, for me, it's it kind of, well, that's what I was saying, like you kind of put yourself in it, and then add a little twist. Mm-hmm. So I even name my characters, they all have the same first name, which happens to be mine, Bobby. And I change the last name as I go. And I like adding little quirks to them, because you get the personal side that makes it feel more natural, and less forced, but you throw in little things. And one of my favorite characters to play was Bobby Laguzioni.
Wow.
In the 1985 server. And one thing I really liked about that character is he had almost like that the dumb innocence, like feels like he always is helping, but is a complete idiot, and will make every situation worse, but in the nicest way possible. And things just go downhill from there. And that's just I just kind of let it form itself as it was going,
Good.
Yeah, I know my character was obviously, he's an old man, American Italian, so we've all seen like the likes of Goodfellas and stuff like that. I was like, you know what? Sure, I'll try to be serious, but every time we just get in the worst situations. He thinks he's a good criminal, but he's absolutely awful.
Could you do the voice for us? I know I'm putting you on the spot, but it's amazing.
I've got a bit of a sore throat.
Okay,
no, hold on, no.
Just get it out there. Come on,
whip it out there. Good. It's so good.
How you doing, guys? My name's Tony Farelli. I'm an old man, terrible criminal.
There we go.
So good.
I would not expect that to be like you.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people come in and they're like, "You're British?"
Yeah, what?
It's like, whoa.
That's crazy.
Have I met you in character yet?
I haven't dabbled in NoPixel. So
Okay.
I'm saying he should go to No Pixel because
Wow.
you'll have a blast.
yeah, is that
That's
just hinting?
impressive.
It's like, come on.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's crazy. I'm still shocked.
I know.
I originally played. When I first started role playing, my first character was actually a Texan Vietnam Korean war vet who was a taxi driver, and he ran a taxi cab called Cover Fire Cabs.
I didn't know this at all.
Getting you to your destination regardless of your situation, and I would kind of just try and fly in to like gang situations or something and be like, hey, you don't need to pick up, you know, I'm here, you know. But I tried that out, but then as everyone's kind of alluded to already, you kind of lean on experiences that you've had. I think that's when your best character traits come out. So I went down the road of, okay, I'm Irish, let's play up to my Irishness. So I went, you know, Anton Murphy, you know, from Dublin City,
Yeah.
Liberties, you know, what's the story there, lads? And it kind of grew, because people enjoy the Irish, you know?
course, yeah.
Like, people like the Irish, we were quite well liked internationally, so at that point, I was the only Irish person on No Pixel. There was no one else. There wasn't even very many British people. So to have an accent made you stand out. And I've always had an opinion on roleplay that if you're standing out, if people like you or they don't like you, but they have an opinion on you, you're doing something right. And if people remember you, you're doing something right. So that's why
That's good.
That's why I did Anto, and that's why I always try and just do accents regardless of whether I'm good or not, because I feel like you fall into a character a little bit more sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Like what I did was I would base it off of a movie character. So I did mine off of, I had two. One was Ryan Gosling for the movie Drive. I don't know if anyone has seen that, but all I would do was I would dress up like Ryan Gosling in the movie and I would go around and drive and I would be the worst driver in the whole server and I'd be picking up people to get out of robberies or heists or try and create like some sort of high-speed chase. And then another was Jake Gyllenhaal from Nightcrawler.
It's Nightcrawler, yeah. Nightcrawler.
So what I did was I would go around and I would cause scenes for the cops to go out and I would plant evidence all around the place just so the story would be better for me to capture it all on camera. And it just caused like ruckus all over the server saying like, why is there a person going around just killing innocent people and like recording it? So
I think the first time you came to me, you brought me a notepad. And I was like, yeah, I've been chased by 4 Russian guys in a white car.
Yeah.
They're gunning me down. Can you do something? Can you help me out?
Yeah. It was hilarious. But we have a clip of Esfand's character with as a Cornwood. So we'll check it out here.
Here we go.
Oh, got him. We got a couple.
Stay down, miss. Stay down.
No.
Oh. Get me out of handcuffs.
What the hell? Wait.
Down. Oh, God damn it.
How the hell did we do this? Okay. Hey, we need help. We need backup immediately. We managed to cuff each other. Oh my God! You fucking idiot! Here, he's in the car. He's in the car. He's in the car. He's in the car.
Which
He's in the
car?
truck.
Which fucking
in the truck.
car?
In the big truck.
He's in the truck.
How did you fucking do this? What the fuck?
Taser.
I'm sorry. Put your arms behind your back. And roll your fingers. Do it now.
Don't cough.
Simulating coughing.
Thank you. All right. Did everyone tase everybody? Did y'all go at least once?
the dick, okay?
Okay. I remember those days. All right, EMS, can you look at us and make sure we're good? All right.
That's great.
Dude, it's so funny. It's so funny.
So
dude, I love 5-0. That's Tony Andrews is played by 5-0 Antho, who like, so he's a police officer in real life.
Okay.
So he is like the guy on No Pixel. It was like him and Coyle, like built out the PD originally.
He's the server owner for those.
Yeah, and he doesn't have time to play as much anymore because he's like, so he went from like RPing as a cop in No Pixel, and now he's like a real life FTO, and he's like actually like trains other cadets and stuff in real life. So
wow.
Yeah, so that's who I learned from. Like I learned all the cop stuff from him. So and I still talk to him like all the time. So
would you be kind of like worried in case they get a little bit animated that they actually think that they're cops there and then playing a video game? Because that would be my fear.
Well, so what's funny is I feel like if you are RPing as a cop and then you are a cop in real life, there's a few guys who are police officers in real life who RP as cops, and when they're RPing, it's like they can like just kind of let loose and do all the things that like they wouldn't do in real life.
Yeah.
So they'll just like say or do something ridiculous or like be really abrasive and rude to people. But it's like it's all memes and like everybody knows it's all memes. So yeah, no, it's I don't know, it's fun. It's a good time. So
the most enjoyable moment, like what did you enjoy the most about role playing games? Is there any moment there particularly that was like, this is what I want to do, or this is why I'm doing this?
Oh, I think to this day, I don't know about a specific moment that made me stay longer, but to this day, my favorite moments are traffic stops with cops. Because there's such like one-off interactions that you know you're gonna have to lie. So it's like role-playing within role-play.
Right.
So you get to create another fake story, another fake voice, another fake excuse just to get out of it. It's always like the craziest shit, and the cops always like play along. And it's so much fun. There's so many great role players, and like they just make it even weirder, and they get more weirded out, which make it just like the funniest interaction. Yeah, it just makes it fun for everyone.
Yeah.
So
traffic stops are killer. Traffic stops are really good.
My top tier.
I love role playing with cops as well, especially ones that are like for fun. You know, they're not taking it too seriously. They're playing into my role play, and it makes it feel more comfortable because I'm already so nervous getting pulled over as a new player. So I'm like, oh no. She doesn't have a felony, by the way, my character. So I'm just super nervous. And
not Jez.
She's done nothing wrong, but yeah, I love even role playing with S-Fan's character has been really funny. Love bothering them.
Yeah, I've said this a few times to my community. Some of the best interactions I love the goofy role play, obviously, but some of the best interactions I've had as a criminal cop has been actually after I've been arrested. I mean, sometimes it can go both ways depending on frustrations and people, obviously, but some of the best interactions I've had have been in the process of going to the jail cell and negotiating the cell, you know, because you kind of have to role play or you don't. You choose what you want to do as a criminal, and I think those role play situations can be really great, but I just enjoy goofy. I'm fortunate that the people I play with regularly are very goofy, light-minded people, and we just do stupid things that are just funny, you know.
As long as you're having fun, that's what it's all for.
Yeah. I think like you can go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just my brain
You're good. No, my favorite memory in role play was probably meeting this guy, because he was like this like kind of like a crime lord, you know. It was like everyone knew him. He would get everybody out of trouble. He would get in trouble, you know, every now and then, but he knew what he was doing, and I kind of forced him to take me under his wing. Like, I need money, you know, and stuff like that. Like, can you show me? And like I said, my guy was a complete idiot, and it would borderline get him arrested every time, which was hilarious to me. And that's what really got me to keep playing GTARP. Was that whole storyline going.
Great, amazing.
I think that's it. I think it's more the people. I couldn't really pinpoint an exact moment where I was like, you know what, this is what I want to do. I think it's the people you meet. Like,
yeah, I know it is.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they're the ones that like keep you playing it and keep the viewers watching. And I was like the same as yourself. Like you were saying about traffic stops, that's what happened to me as well. But there was another player, Gucci.
Oh yes.
Who I had to contact. I was like, I need help, and then he passed you over to you, and he goes, you'll be sent out to help me, and it was just a chaotic moment. It was hilarious. But we have a very, very funny clip of yourself trying to make money on GTARP now in a minute.
Man, there's a lot of walls here, a lot of blocks. I'm PPE ready. Look at this. Put the final piece in, buddy. I don't know what we would have done without this wall here. We're changing the world, buddy. We're changing the world. What's the pay like for this job?
It can be from like 160 to like 300, something like that. But if you ask me, the lumber job is where the big money is.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Oh shit! Are you okay?
No, I just fell on the top.
We can hit that pillbox on the way back. Hey, careful there.
How do I hit? I tried hitting F. Just walk off.
Why?
No. Gotta get you to the pillbox. Okay.
Look it up.
Do I see a bone sticking out of there?
It's my.
All right, sir. Tell me what's wrong.
Fall the ladder. Everything hurts.
Everything.
Oh, you're taking him to pillbox?
Am I not gonna get paid? How are you supposed to climb down a ladder? I thought you just walk
Echo
up to it. I tried hitting F. I tried just walking up to it.
All right, we got one patient with the case of everything hurts.
So he fell and he has a case of everything hurts.
He's got a case of everything hurts.
Sir, are you able to hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, so you fell. How far did you fall about, roughly?
Which time?
Okay.
Do I get workers' comp? You guys
Yeah?
come closer. It's hard to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys sell beer?
Oh my God, how are you feeling?
Not great, Jonas. Not great.
I can't get over how similar you look to the two of you. It's so good.
It makes it feel natural.
What server was that on?
That one was Ignite, I believe. That was the 1985 server.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah,
People were trying to get me to come back to that one.
Yeah, it was good. For a while, it was good.
People kept telling me, like, dude, you need to bring Corridor to Ignite 1985. It would be so good.
In the 80s, it was good.
See, Ignite
I just didn't have time.
It was awesome for something different, like the scenery, you know, and you get to really play up to it. Not everybody's on their cell phones and all that. You get to, like, mail letters, you know, and stuff like that. But there, you know, you think even, you assume back in time, there was less to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it kind of had that. It was a nice scenery, but you know, not as much. It was nice, you know, for a little bit.
Well, I think one of the things that's kind of hard is whenever trying to find the balance for a server that's making things mechanics driven versus roleplay driven, because you need to have a certain degree of mechanics in order to enable and enhance the roleplay.
Yeah.
But if you have too many mechanics, then the players naturally become more focused on mechanics, and they start playing like the MMO of GTA RP instead of like the roleplay part of it.
Exactly.
It's like that with like different servers though, because there's so many servers now that they're all very, very different, and I think it's a little demeaning like trying out a new server. Like I would love to try No Pixel, but it's just there's a lot in it.
Yeah, you got to learn the new mechanics, and makes sense.
So with I think we kind of touched base on this already, but like communicating with the people in the server, would you say that's like extremely important to keep you there, or would you just like brush it off and?
I mean, for me, it certainly is. I mean, I would say I would take it. I mean, I feel like if you're not like actively like communicating with people on the server and building relationships with the other people on the server, like in character and whatnot, then it's like, why are you even there? You know, like it's that, because that's really the core of what it is building out those storylines.
Yeah.
So
there's different structures and groups as well. Obviously, different groups. If you're part of the PD or you're in a gang or you're in another group, like there's varying degrees of communication within each gang. So I think it's all dependent on your circle as well to an extent, you know, and how you form those friendships. So OC can kind of sometimes also dictate how your communication is in city, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
I actually think it's pretty funny. So one of the big reasons why I even stayed playing longer than 2 days is because of like 3 specific people, Ming and Forehead and Jack. And then we formed this group that became a much bigger group called the Besties. It's supposed to be a gang.
That's great.
Besties. Besties slay. And then I actually think bad communication it's so triggering, but it's so funny. Because some of the people in our group are just so shit at communicating, specifically Razzie. He's like absolute ass. And they'll retell the story.
Tell us how you really feel there, Fan Fan.
I can feel the energy from you know? And then sometimes you can't understand what he's saying, or he'll just completely tell the story wrong, but then everyone has a different story of what went down. But I think it makes it really funny, because then we come together as a group and we're all like, why did you say this? That's not even what happened at all. And I kind of enjoy that.
We have a clip of you with a robbery. Was that with the Besties? It's coming up now.
That doesn't even ring a bell.
Yeah, hold on. We'll see this clip here.
Okay.
1 second, sire.
Yeah, now you're good.
You can't say sire. You gotta say yo. You gotta press them. You know what I mean? Like we're in the
what
south
should I
side
call
right
him
now.
instead?
Be like yo bitch. Like yo bitch.
Oh, yo bitch.
Give me $5 right now. My goons gonna step on you. You know what I mean?
My who's going to step on him?
Your goons.
My goons?
The big dogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, we'll stand behind you.
Okay.
Exactly.
For Goober? You need a Goober?
No. Hello, bitch. Give me $5 or my goons will step on you.
What the?
My big dogs. my big doggy dogs. They're going to step on you and lick your face and then chew it all off.
No.
What the fuck?
So, hand over $5 right now, bitch.
Press the button.
That's great.
I hate watching myself. I can't stand it. Oh my god.
So like the thing is, so would you say now that the game, like the roleplay games, would give you a more sort of freedom than any other game does? As in, like you can kind of be a little bit more yourself, or you could be someone that you would want to be, but kind of you're visored by the game.
I don't think anything else quite gives you as much opportunity, and you can kind of just do whatever you want. And it's with other people, it's all online, you're building these storylines. I don't think anything else really offers that outside of roleplay,
You can
especially
do
GTA.
anything and say anything in the name of roleplay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You want to be an
not
asshole?
anything. Okay, well, not anything.
Or at least you can use it as an excuse afterwards whenever it gets angry. It was roleplay, guys.
I was a character. I was a character.
Classic.
Role-playing, guys.
Classic.
No, it makes, and like we said in the beginning, how roleplay could be even with NPCs in single-player games. To me, that makes games more entertaining to, watch and perform playing. It really does add a huge thing when you inject your personality into games, and roleplay is really the way to do that best, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's great. And I think there's a clip coming up now between, I think it's yourself and myself, Greenwood, that we're going to show now.
Press the button, Tony. Just press the button, Tony. Third floor. Come on.
I'm fucking trying.
Did you press the button, Tony?
I fucking said I pressed the button.
All right, give it a second. Any second. That never worked.
From the top, Nightcrawler.
Give it to me straight.
Here's the headline. Corrupt police officers.
Okay.
Might need to work on the headline. I got a line.
You guys see this?
Somebody crashed down here.
I see Rob.
For fuck's
Insane. But he is most likely toast, for sure.
sake. Yeah, that don't look great.
He's definitely dead. Tony, write this down. We're gonna have to get another Nightcrawler. He is most likely toast.
Should we go scoop him up?
Well, I mean, we have two options. I could drop you off over the side right here, and we could see if you survive, and possibly Nightcrawler's still alive. But most likely, he's probably dead. I mean, there's only one way for us to find out, Tony. There's only one way for us to find out.
Oh, God. I love
So
you,
I'm
Kenny.
gonna gently drop you over the side next to the bushes.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
then-
Drop me in the bush.
and
It'll break
then
my fall.
hopefully you'll be all right. You climb, you scare down this tree, and then you grab fucking Nightcrawler, and we're gonna go to the hospital.
All right, just nice and gentle, Kenny. You know.
All right, hold still.
Give me a countdown so I know when
Just
it's coming.
like okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Big guy?
Yeah, baby. I'm sure it'll be fine.
1, 2. I'm gonna call the hospital.
I can't feel my legs. It was for science.
Sorry, guys. I got done as fast as I can. The elevator's broken. Play cool, baby.
What happened here, gentlemen?
You guys are not gonna believe this one.
Please don't tell me they fell from the roof.
Well, I wish that was the case, but
Please start from the beginning.
sure. The year was 1983.
I appreciate your story, but tell me what happened to these gentlemen.
Oh, okay, yeah, speed it up a little bit. We were on top of the roof, and next thing you know, boom, these guys over the side, and now we're here.
So they fell off the building.
Could have been pushed, possibly.
All right, there we go, sir. All right, we're good to go.
God, that's not gonna help.
Oh, God.
You never strapped me in.
He just asked if you guys. Oh my God.
Oh, jeez. I'm sure he's fine.
Right. I am strapping you both in. Did you guys get pushed from that building? I kind of need to call the police.
Hey, Crawler.
Bring in the cops. We need to go.
Hop in bed, boy.
Here we go.
You about as good driving this thing as Tony behind a car.
I
We
got-
need to get you fucking out of here before you get back on a goddamn hospital bed. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and take you back up top now.
That was great.
So that was a thing. So that was the Ignite server, but the wheelchairs were buggy. So whenever you got into them and you tried to move, it would just blow up. So that was great.
Yeah.
But what advice would you give to everyone here or folks back home that would want to get into roleplay?
Just if you throw yourself, immerse yourself, and just trust the other people. Trust the ability of the person you're role playing with to take you somewhere. Particularly if you think there's somebody who has a bit of experience, because I think the best role play is when you trust the other person on the other side or other people on the sides of interactions and trust where they're going to bring you in terms of the direction of the role play. So just say yes. It's a classic one, but just say yes, forget about winning or losing, and just see what happens with the scenario and trust the person or people that you're role playing with would be my advice.
You really got to embrace the cringe, because it's only cringe if you act like it's cringe. But then if you don't act like it's cringe and you embrace it, it becomes funny instead.
It's only awkward if you make it awkward, basically. And as a new player, like, I know it's really scary to go out there and you see other role players out there and you're like, oh my God, I don't know if I can interact with them. Like, I stayed in the apartment buildings for like 5 minutes running around. I was so scared. But once you get out there, you just gotta, again, trust the people out there. They'll talk to you, they'll interact with you, hopefully, and keep trying, because it's really fun. It really is.
Yeah. I'd say jump in, say hello to everyone, and if anyone gives you an opportunity, just say yes. Just roll with it. Eventually, you'll find your people, you'll get a lot more comfortable with it, and that's when you get hooked. And that's it. That's all you'll do, role play, for the rest of your life.
What?
You'll never leave.
I guess what I would say is, I guess when you're talking about creating your character, I mean, you can go in a lot of directions with this, but this is something that I had this conversation with a friend of mine, Chris Tombstone. He plays Flop on NoPixel, Flop Dugong. So we're saying one of the best things you can do whenever you're creating your first character to like learning how to roleplay is by creating a character who is as much like just perpendicular to your character, like as a person. In real life. So like basically the complete opposite of yourself. Because if you play somebody that is very different from yourself, it allows you to do these things where you can, like Bosch said, don't care about not winning or losing, and you can yes and people, because it helps like the pretense of, hey, I'm playing a character. This is not me, this is not who I am. So it helps to disconnect a little bit and just make content as opposed to worrying about the wins and losses.
Yeah, and side note, I couldn't help but notice when the word cringe was brought up, Greenwood was staring at me, breathing down my neck, and like, I know I have this look like I'm real tough, but I inside I'm soft, all right?
It's a marshmallow.
like a puppy.
Yeah, like a puppy. No, I kind of agree with what everyone said here. Sometimes you just got to jump in and, trust what's going on. And you might find out you don't like it, but you'll never know unless you dive in and kind of eat what people feed you,
I think as well, if there's any time that you're like, oh my God, I don't know what character that I want to do, what I always do is I will look at like a favorite movie of mine and I would try and see if I can connect myself personally to that movie character. So like I said, I did Ryan Gosling from Drive. I did Jake Gyllenhaal from Nightcrawler, and
when's the Jon Snow cosplay coming?
I mean, I've been asked to do that as well, but I don't have the accent for it. I could try, but it would just be coming out with a smattering of Irish and English, but it'd be terrible. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think that'd be, if you're trying to connect yourself, just find something like a favorite character that you watch. I mean, right now my character is based off of Civil War, the press, the news. So right now I'm going around trying to find violence and something I can write down and something that the viewers can engage with and go from there. So I think that'll be the best. But I think we're kind of more or less at the end of it now, which is unbelievable. I mean, if you want to tell everyone where they can find you, and I'll do the same to end it. I mean, I feel like everyone knows where to find you guys, but just in case if there's anyone at home that didn't.
I can't understand what you're saying.
It's the accent. I know. So they were saying I need to talk.
I don't know what you're telling us to do.
But no, guys, thank you so much for coming out. And
thank you for,
thanks for coming up.
Thanks to everybody and everybody here for coming along as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Fun.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming to watch.
Give it up for MrGibbon.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ed.